lovely sins. I am so sorry for disappearing for a couple of weeks. I had, like all of us, right? There's good days and there's bad days, and I had a few more bad days than I anticipated. So thank you for all those who just kind of checked on my well-being. You know, I really, really appreciate it. I am going back to work soon, so I'm really just trying to balance life right now. Thank you so much, you guys, for continuing to support this channel. I love you all. I really, really do. And, please like and subscribe to the channel. I will do my best and I won't disappear on you guys again. And before we start off, I do want to say, shout out to Stel. Her name is Lady Stels. She's actually a girlfriend of a guildmate. And she's a free-to-play player, so I definitely am going to keep that in mind, that a lot of my viewers are coming from free-to-play players, and I want to distinguish between the two. So I'm going to title it Hard to Play, and then there's going to be free-to-play videos. So this strat, honestly, for Kelak, is going to be a hard-to-play strategy, okay? Kelak's back. Kelak's got back. I like guild bust and I cannot lie. You other Knighthoods can't deny. Just kidding. Oh, getting back into things. But yes, this is going to be a hard to play strategy. We're going to have damage dealer DeriQueen. We have the green Gowther, of course, Ellatte, and blue Eastin, Beastin. And so if you want a high score for this, for the strat overview, please be patient, because you want the RNG to give you as many Deri cards as possible to max out her buffs, ending with 17 stacks on her. And I know a lot of you are going to be like, 17 stacks? How? It is 10 of her attack stacks, right? That's her max. Two buff stacks from Ellatte when she ults, 1 from the Eastin attack buff, and then 4 from her buff herself, where she does the increase to the basic stats. So that's how you're going to end up with 17 stacks on her for the kill turn. So kill turn is basically, you're going to want to end this whole thing by turn 8. So you're going to kill the first stage by turn 4, and then kill turn order is going to be Ellatte rank 3 debuff, Eastin rank 3 attack buff, and a Deri rank 3 buff active with the evasion. So we're going to kill the first stage by turn 4, and we're going to kill Kelak by turn 8. All right? Let's get started. We'll always go into equipment first. Alright, so for Kelak Extreme, the food that we'll be eating is going to be attack food, okay? You see my alt levels there. Green Gowther is 2/6. DeriQueen, of course, is our damage dealer. She is 6/6. Ellatte is 1/6, and Beastin is 4 out of 6. That is my CC there. Gowther is on a HP defense. Deri is on triple crit. Ellatte is on HP defense, and for Eastin, she's also on HP defense. One mistake that I did make here is that I should have put common gear on her top 2 pieces for Eastin, but as you can see when I do the run, is that I got really lucky and I didn't get many Eastin cards, so that's why we put common gear on the other 3 characters in order for us to stall, because we're going to be doing damage with Deri and we don't want the other players to do overkill. So that's why we put the common gear on them. Okay, so first we'll move on to Gowther. So Gowther's there. As you can see, he's on his HP defense. He does have the 2 common pieces on top, and usually with this is that you would take off all of the weapons cosmetics, but I saw that I kept patiencing Kelak, so I wanted the points, because every debuff that you put on him, you actually get points for it. So I kind of played around with it, and I put back on his 3 weapons in order for him not to patience and for us to get the points. Okay, as always, make sure that you try to just max him out, Gowther, just because he's utilized almost everywhere. You can use you know, interchange with the red Gowther. So it's a good investment. Max out your cosmetics in the closet. And we'll move on to DeriQueen. All right, so DeriQueen's here. She is on triple crit, and you can see over here my rolls for her. Okay, she is 6'6". Again, she's going to be your damage dealer, and she is the only person basically to have all of her weapons cosmetics on. Again, you can see I've worked hard at it. All of her cosmetics in the closet are maxed out. All right, then we'll go quickly into Ellatte. Ellatte. I missed you guys, Ellatte. Oh, my jokes. When are you guys gonna get tired of them? And so we're here because of her passive. We want to go, you want to stack up her passive up to 10. I believe on this run I got her up to 8 or 9 or so. So see here, I did take off her weapons. She can get a little bit, you know, beefy, so we don't want her to do any damage. She is honestly there for her ult. Okay, and there you have it. And lastly, we have Eastin. Okay. So with Eastin here, she has all of her weapons down. She is on the HP defense. The only thing that I would have done differently, and I suggest that you guys do this too, because you might not get as lucky as I did, where I didn't draw any Eastin cards. And you already know Eastin hits stronger with every per debuff on the field. So we don't want her killing Kelak, because we want damage dealer DeriQueen to do that. So put the 2 common gear pieces on her top 2 pieces. Don't do what I did. I just got super lucky. Okay, and there you guys have it. We'll go back to the Team CC just so you can look at it. Again, we're eating attack food. Okay, and we're gonna go in there and kill the first stage by turn 4 and kill turn by turn 8. Oh, I caught a mistake that I said. Eastin attacks stronger per buff that's on the field, not debuff. Okay, I just can't speak right now. But also wanted to give you guys some pro tips as well. Is if you have Sariel, like he's 6 out of 6 or maybe 5 out of 6, I would sub Sariel in instead of Meliodas for DeriQueen, because of his grace, where if a crit occurs, then it would ignore the enemy's crit defense. So that's why if you do have Sariel, he is the sub association that is just crucial for Deri. I'm sure those of you out there who sub him in there, you're probably going to get a higher score than I did. And another pro tip is Tarmiel as well. If you have Tarmiel and he is, you know, a high ult, got good equipment on him, I would sub him in for, you know, any other character except for Deri, okay, for his grace, where he will heal after every turn. Okay, and that usually you can put it on like Gowther or Ellatte, whichever one you see that's taking more damage than the other. So Sariel always as a sub on Deri if you have him maxed out. Tarmiel as a sub for any of your other characters except for Deri. Okay, alrighty then. Sorry about my mistake, guys. Let's get started now for real. Alrighty then, let's get started. So we're eating attack food. And Kelak was one of the first guild bosses we were all exposed to. And, you know, his design, your characters, you're going to see that you're going to hit him a lot harder than you really hit the other 2 bosses like a Kumu or Einik. That's why we put the common gears. Okay, for turn 1, what we're gonna do is that we're always gonna use the same cards. So get rid of your Deri Strike, both of your Ellatte cards, and go ahead and Pumpkin. Perfect. There we go. And as you see here, he does give 5 points per debuff that's applied on him. So if you see that your Gowther is patienting as I did, then go ahead and put back on his weapons so you can get those points. Alright? Kelak's back. Back again. Guess who's back? Tell your friends. Turn 2, get rid of your Eastin AoE, pumpkin, Deri buff, and then just go ahead and I went ahead and merged the invasion arrows, okay? And on turn 3, we're going to have to start to build Deri's ult, because again, we want to kill his first stage by turn 4, okay? There we go. And turn 3, so since we need to build her ult, we went ahead and just moved her strike card. Go ahead and use the pimp slap. Use an Ellatte card, and we're gonna go ahead and buff as well. Perfect. All right. Yeah, and Kelak also gives points every time you how many buffs are applied on the field. So turn 4, we're gonna go ahead and Deri ult. I want to be able to get an extra buff on myself, so I went ahead and I just Deri striked. Then I totally tested that, right? Save your Ellatte debuff card because you want to do maximum damage, right? I was able to crit on that turn, and the other runs before, I was able to get like a 3 mil crit, so that would have been ideal. But you also need to keep in mind to build your Ellatte ult before going into the second stage. So here's turn 5. We're gonna go ahead and Ellatte ult, get rid of the Gowther ult as well. He's not gonna do much at all. See all those points just for applying all the buffs on the field. And we went ahead and just Deri buffed as well. Okay, now we're gonna focus to building Deri's ult back up while maximizing our stacks. Turn 6, from the card draw that we got, we're gonna go ahead and Deri strike. Use the 2 Ellatte blades because remember we want to stack up her passives up to 10. And then I went ahead and just used that gold evasion, which again you'll see blast all 2 points per buff on the field. Okay. Whew. Thank you, RN Jesus. We got a lot of Deri cards. So that's what we wanted. We're gonna go ahead and just move, and I think that we're going to evasion arrow because again we got to set up for our rank 3 debuff, our rank 3 attack buff, and we have to end with a gold Deri rank 3 for that 50% attack related stats. So Eastin's attack buff gives us that 30% attack related stats, which is crit chance, crit damage, and attack, right? Elatte's debuff, which lowers crit resistance and crit defense by 50%. And then we always want Deri to have her gold buff active. So there we go. This is perfect. So turn 8, Sandy's kill turn. This is where we want to be. So Ellatte has 7 stacks right now. She's gonna have 8 passive stacks once we use that gold debuff to take down his crit resistance and crit chance, crit defense, I'm sorry. So gold Eastin attack buff, gold Ellatte attack debuff. Hopefully she doesn't crit and kill him. So perfect. There we go. You can see 17 stacks, max buffs, crit for 14 mil. Okay. Yay! So this is hard to play. So that netted me 6,400 points. This strat, this hard to play strat for those players who want high score, can actually get you over 7,000 points on it if you have the box, you know, the HP title and all that good stuff. If you're just way beefier than me, yes, you can get over 7,000 points on this. I think the highest that I've seen is around 6,900. I will go back in and retry it again just to see if I can get a better score than that. All right. Well, thank you so much, my sins. I am really excited just to be back and making videos again. I actually have a hard video that I need to record right after this one, so I will be dropping that video shortly after this one. I love you so much, my sins. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. Good luck, my fellow sins.